Ben Yan. I've been working at the University of Hong Kong for 13 years. I'm currently working at the Department of Civil Engineering. My research of expertise is in the area of structural engineering. I've been investigating high-performance structural steel. With the advance of steel fabrication, higher steel grade of steel could be formed. Using such high-performance steel, lesser material could be used and more structural efficiency of a structure can be. Such a new material, there's no design provisions currently. Therefore, my research is to focus to look into structural behavior as well as to provide design equations such that engineer could use to do the calculations for such a new materials.
My name is XD Cui, in Chinese, Cui Xiaodong. I'm a full professor at the Physics Department, University of Hong Kong. I'm an experimentalist in solid-state physics. Particularly, my expertise or my research technique pretty much using light, for example, laser, to probe the electronic property in the solid. Well, in terms of research output, and my colleague and me, and also my student, and worked together to found did a very good experiment to demonstrate there's a new degree freedom of electrons in the two-dimensional materials. For most physicists, the primary driving force is the curiosity.
Covered birds for many years. They are flying around this faculty. Whenever I saw it, it just reminds me that I'm working on influenza virus. I am Leo Poon. I'm from School of Public Health. I am a molecular biologist. So I study influenza and other emerging infectious viruses.
Ben Cowling. I work here at the School of Public Health. I've been in Hong Kong for 14 years. I love living here. It's a vibrant city, it's a great place to work, it's a great place to study and do research. From my area of infectious diseases, it's a really interesting place because there's such a dense population and it's so easy to get around in Hong Kong, so we do some studies in the community.
My team basically try to develop molecular diagnostic tests. So my colleagues under my group try to test those samples and find out whether our test is sensitive enough to pick up some new pathogens.
We know influenza spreads mostly in indoor settings, not so much outdoor. We don't really know exactly where transmission is occurring, whether it's in people's homes, in workplaces, in schools, in public transport like buses, and we really like to know more about that because that can let us give better recommendations about what to do in flu seasons. Influenza is infecting 1 million people, it's causing 10,000 hospitalizations and hundreds of deaths. Every year, the impact of flu is arguably more than SARS in public health. So this year, 2018, is the 100th anniversary of the 1918 pandemic, which was the worst influenza pandemic in recorded history. About 3% of the world's population were killed in that year.
I think doing science is just like an ordinary life. You have up times and down times. Being patient, have a faith on yourself, and also persistent I think is very important.